Hi, I'm Chris Wardlaw for CarGurus, and this is the 2017 Ford Mustang GT convertible. Now, many of us have memories of old Mustangs, and many of us have memories of old convertibles. Here, in this package, Ford brings them together in a sweetly nostalgic and sensationally seductive manner. Now, you can tell my test car has the California Special Option package in a number of ways, including the special offset-mounted tri-bar grille logo. Ah, the Galloping Mustang badge, perfectly emblematic of the wild and free feeling you get when you fire up this car's powerful V8 engine, lower the fabric top, and twist the steering wheel in whatever direction you wish to go. Can you tell I enjoy driving this car? When I'm behind the wheel, every single one of my senses is heightened, better attuned to the world surrounding me. And yet, despite this added awareness, I'm at peace, even when hustling the car down a treacherously tricky road. In many ways, for me, this Mustang is like a therapy dog, except it's a horse with 4 wheels and a much bigger price tag. Let's go for a drive. You can get a Mustang convertible for as little as $31,000 and change. You're going to need to upgrade to the GT though for its 435 horsepower V8 engine. And then you're spending a minimum of $43,320 because the GT only comes with the premium trim level. Now, my test car's got an automatic transmission, navigation, a California Special package, and an equipment group that contains blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, a premium 12-speaker sound system, and memory for the driver's preferred settings. The total price for this test car comes to $49,100. Wow, for a Mustang. Now, if you want my advice, you want the V8 engine. It doesn't come cheap, but it completely changes the Mustang's character. If you stick with the standard V6, that car is going to remind you of the Mustang you rented on that vacation that you took before you had kids. If you get the optional turbocharged 4-cylinder, it offers good power, but it whooshes and hisses and snaps and crackles like a teenager's car. So grown-ups are going to want this menacing V8 because it generates a rumble and a roar and a rush worthy of the extra expense. Now, I'd also recommend the 6-speed automatic transmission. And that's because a Mustang GT is already enough work to keep on the pavement without worrying about a clutch pedal. Besides, the automatic offers a sport driving mode, and it's got paddle shifters with downshift rev matching, and it genuinely makes the Mustang more enjoyable to drive. Now, as you might guess, acceleration is fast, and the fuel economy sucks. I averaged 16.6 miles per gallon on my test loop, falling short of the EPA's estimate of 18 miles per gallon. However, to be fair, the engine was idling a little bit during a photo shoot, and all the highway miles were covered with the top down, and that's not the most aerodynamic way to drive this car. Now, structurally, the Mustang impresses. It exhibits a minimum of cowl shake over rough pavement. The steering offers comfort, normal, and sport driving modes, and there is a discernible difference between those 3 settings. Now, more than any previous Mustang, this latest version steers, responds, grips, and brakes with genuine talent. The suspension does remain a little bit soft, and while the car still feels a little bit loose compared to a genuine sports car, such traits are, after all, a part of the Mustang's charm. I also prefer driving the convertible instead of the coupe. With the top down, the confinement and the restricted visibility that's inherent to the coupe models, basically it just evaporates. The openness makes the Mustang feel smaller and more nimble and easier to hustle with confidence. And that's always a good thing. Now, if you're willing to live without the California Special treatment, you can get a GT performance package for this car, and it really tightens up the handling. Now, unfortunately, in conjunction with that package, Ford does not offer optional Recaro performance seats the way that it does in the coupe. And since these unique California Special seats didn't hold me in place as securely as I would have liked, despite their exclusive simulated suede inserts, I can't imagine that a driver would be able to explore any additional handling capability for fear of getting flung right out of the car. Now, if you slow things down, these seats are just fine. Plus, all GT convertibles include heated and ventilated front seats, which help to keep occupants comfortable, especially on hot summer days and chilly spring or fall nights. There is a rear seat. It's not particularly useful. I packed my family into this car, my 5-year-old sitting crisscross applesauce right behind me. My wife moved up toward the dashboard to make room for my tall 8-year-old's legs. But even with the windows up, turbulence made the kids unhappy. They didn't have a lot of space. Everybody was complaining. And so, yeah, not really all that great for a family car. But trunk space measures 11.4 cubic feet. And that's actually pretty good for a convertible. Plus, Ford, mindful of this car's popularity as a rental car in sunny and warm climates, has sized the trunk and the opening to hold 2 full-size suitcases, plus a couple of smaller bags, and that's even when the top is down. Now, classic Mustang fans love this brightly trimmed retro-style dashboard design theme. It harkens back to the 1960s, back to the original Mustangs, and it constantly reminds the driver that he or she is driving something special, something different. Now, the downside to all the shiny trim, of course, is sun glare. It's really distracting, and sometimes it makes it hard to use the controls. Now, one thing that I did notice is that when the top is down on a sunny day, the Sync 3 infotainment system remains legible, even in bright sunlight, like right at this very moment. And I'm wearing polarized sunglasses, and I have no visibility problems at all with the infotainment system. Speaking of Sync 3, it is a big improvement over the old My Ford Touch system. It's easier to use, it's faster to respond, it features more pleasing graphics, and this year it's upgraded with smartphone projection technology as well. Now, my test car's got an optional Shaker Pro audio system with 12 speakers. You can hear your favorite music with the top down, no problem. And this test car also has a reversing camera, a blind spot information system, and rear cross traffic alert. All 3 of those systems are extremely helpful when you're driving this car with the top up. But of course, who's going to do that? Among 4-seat convertibles, the Ford Mustang is an extraordinary value. It costs far less than the luxury brands, and it offers far more performance and personalization than, say, a Buick Cascada. Now, purely in terms of driving dynamics, I do prefer the Chevy Camaro, which is the Mustang's most direct competitor. But the Chevy has an even more useless rear seat, trunk space is almost half the size, and the interior is comparatively plain. The Camaro is a tool for driving. The Mustang, at least in California Special Trim, is a tool for cruising, for being seen, and for experiencing the great outdoors in all its panoramic splendor. Be sure to check out my full review of the Mustang convertible on CarGurus.com, and if you found this review helpful, please share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. For all of us at CarGurus, thank you for watching.